Frank Blunt, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance, he'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Athletics taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now the A's designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. That one finds the zone, and we're underway here this afternoon. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now the shortstop, Max Schumann, went deep in the ball game last night. Just missed. Schumann goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at shortstop.
That's a ball.
That one off the mark, and it's 3-0. 1 out, base is empty.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Inside, and that's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. Swings through that.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
On the ground, right side. There's one. Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Orioles due up in the first, no score.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Never going slow mode. Going.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jorge Mateo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And a foul ball. Now a drag bunt, third base side. This one in the air, center field. Bleday in position. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Mountcastle needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. On the ground right side, and foul ball.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first, and he's out. Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. On the ground to third, Urshela. Over to first.
You're out.
And that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Wells back to work. And that is out of play. Way out front for strike 2. Ball 1 there. Got him. And there's 1 down.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
This is J.J. Bleday. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Inside. And that's ball 1. Second inning here, no score. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. Hit in the air, right field. Laureano. He's got it. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, 1 now. And that one wrapped foul. That misses. 1-2 to count. Line drive. In plenty of time to first, and O'Neill is retired.
That is good. The catcher.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And misses inside. On the ground to third. Urshela to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
That is good. The right fielder.
Here's Ramon Laureano. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Hauls it in on the warning track. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that drops in for a strike. Check swing, called strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now at an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering is in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And that misses. Ball 1. Top of the third, no score. And there's a ball. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. One down, base is empty. Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Outside corner, there's a strike. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's inside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. He goes down looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Ruiz batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's out to center field.
Ball, 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 ball.
And that'll do it. The A's strand one. Still no score. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is down low. That one missed. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Yeah.
Check swing, called strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Rooker hauls it in, and there's one away. And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Foul ball there. That's to third. Urshela fires to first in time.
The first baseman.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Frank Lunt. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And that one hammered way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the fourth. Now it's the shortstop, Max Schumann.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Swung on, belted. Way back there. And out of here. He'll circle the bases. His second homer this series. And the A's jump in front. It's 1-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Brent Rooker digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Check swing didn't go. And that's ball 1.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. And that might be the best news yet for this offense.
A's leading by a run. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
At the belt and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Langoliers, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. One down, base is empty. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-2 now.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Next offering misses down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And As a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Now it's going to be J.J. Bleday.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 outs. In the air, center field.
I got it. I got it.
Cowser pulls that one down, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. We're midway in the 4th. It's the A's 1 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And misses inside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a swing and a miss. 1 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next to hit, Ryan Mountcastle.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
And the first offering is not close. The Orioles yet to pick up a hit here. Headed towards the corner. Rooker on the run towards the line. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Henderson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now this is in the air down the line. Brown on the move. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning.
Right now, can't slow down, won't stop, can't stop. No timeouts, so the time's now. This is my house, I'ma show you what I'm about. Cause ain't no doubt that I'm a prize now. Like a rocket, no way.
We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Zach Geloff. Wells back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. Fastball is outside. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Urshela steps in. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off. The 0-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. The 1-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike. Not close with that one. Going to count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To the right side. Mateo sends it to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Up next for the A's, the first baseman, Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Struck out looking his first time. The changeup missing. 1-0. Foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ripped to short. Throws to first in time. And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 2 and the Orioles nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. That one in there across the letters.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. And down on strikes. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So, with the purpose, there is a reason. And then if I retreat, then I work is pulling the trees. And man, I want to be blameless.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman, grounded out his first time up. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The Athletics leading by 2, last half of inning number 5. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Laureano comes up to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
See on my grind heavy for my babies. Life has its ups and downs.
Sir Anthony Dominguez into the game.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now the DH, Yuri Ruiz. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses. And a foul ball. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Next pitch is inside, and the count is even 2-2. The other way, jumps, but it's off his glove. The flip to the pitcher is late, and they come away without an out.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
So, man aboard, Max Schumann up next for the A's. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. Moves to first. Ruiz dives back in safely. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that's the first out. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Rooker hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. That one ripped. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run homer, his 32nd of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 4-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one lifted to left. O'Neill on his horse. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
2 down, bases empty. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Leaping, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sir Anthony Dominguez done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Keegan Aiken.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kowser corrals it. And that is that. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that one fouled off. Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Colton Kowser. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Westberg gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And the sweeper is off the plate.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 1-1.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected. And the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Carried, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll touch them all. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 5-2. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
Jorge Mateo now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that one missing low. Started after it, appeal to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Mike Fillmore. Here's a 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Next is the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. Fastball for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
That's inside. Now 1-2. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
2 outs. Just missed. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brown makes the catch. And that is that. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles 2. Back here in Baltimore, now here's Gio Urshela. Aiken, a 6-foot lefty, 240 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. That's inside. Ball 1. And that's down and away.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the A's, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Seth Brown. Clips the corner, strike 1.
0-1.
Runner at first with no outs here. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Here's a 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory.
Blunt feeds to second, out there. A 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. In there, and it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles 2. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
I've only seen a city but less snobs, streets, geeks, and actors. When money reaches the past and many broken bridges. It's lined with barbed wire, not some pretty picket fences. And the beat didn't tread over me, no, this focus for roses.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Leclerc, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Out front, rip foul. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a strike at the knees.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that's way high. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. Out. Nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. J.P. Sears done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Tyler Ferguson.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
And now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Just missed. O'Neill at second with 2 down.
Ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And there's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit right field. O'Neill around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Westberg stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Line to left. And the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles 3. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Esteury Ruiz.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the A's, the bullpen.
And now it's going to be Max Schumann. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Athletics putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way so far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1-2.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over. Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Slider clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The A's looking to add another. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Shea Langoliers will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. That one drifts inside. And that is out of play. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Laureano makes the play, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 5 and the Orioles 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Leclerc.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Just missed. And there's a ball.
2-0 to count.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Full count.
Lays down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Runner at second, nobody out. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around third. He'll score. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Substitution now at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Jackson Holliday. Jorge Mateo now at the plate. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
So the tying run at second.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at second.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Ryan Mountcastle in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4 to aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
First and second, no outs. And now Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mason Miller up and throwing. Floro getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. There's the strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Leclerc is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Just off the inside edge.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
2-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Baker.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
David Banuelos getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Fastball is outside.
1 ball, no strike.
A little bit high. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-0 to count.
You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Next offering is foul back.
Full count.
Gets under it and pops it up. Henderson makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Now one missed.
1-0.
And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Just missed.
3-0.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. And there's the automatic. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So 2 down. Next up for the A's, Seth Brown. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Rips one to right. Loriano makes the grab. And that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 5 and the O's 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. And that one is inside.
1-0.
One-run game, bottom 9. And another ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ripped on a line. And there's one away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Loriano in the box, lays off for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And downstairs.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Grounds one to short. Schumann on the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So it's their last chance in this one. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westberg. Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, we call that key holding. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next pitch is outside. And that drops in for a strike. This could end it. That one a little bit high, and the count's full.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Lunt made a big contribution despite the loss.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but he certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Now you can fix your crown. Ow, and I ain't keep around and get down. My bite is bigger than my growl. I'm proud. A lion is on the prowl. My pain, I'm hiding it in my smile. And lately my faith, I've been finding it in the cloud. Inside was love, a song brother love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun.